Remember to subscribe and hit the notification button to keep up to date with our latest videos.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode. This is Mykaela.
Hey, how's it going?
And this is your insanely modified, or at least it looks pretty crazy to me, Audi TT. And we're gonna take it out for a drive today. We actually met Mykaela because of Area 27. You work over there at the track. And we just finished Academy 27 earlier today, which was a lot of fun. But enough with that. Do you wanna go for a drive?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey,
We are in the Okanagan in beautiful British Columbia, my home province, and we are driving a 2008 Audi TT today. Let's go for a drive and see what this TT is all about. I've never driven a TT on camera before, so this should be a very fun drive. So what makes the TT so special, and what kind of separates it from its competitors, which there are very few, is the shape, in my opinion at least, the shape and the style of the car. It's an all-wheel drive hatchback, but it's a two-door, and it has 4 seats, okay? And then you've got Quattro all-wheel drive, and this particular model, since it's an 08, has the 3.2-liter VR6 under the hood, Audi Quattro, and a dual-clutch transmission. So, this was the first year of the dual clutch, the new engine, and the new interior in the TT. So what I'm looking at basically right here is very reminiscent of that one time I drove a gated 6-speed manual R8 out in California. And I'm essentially looking at the exact same gauge cluster, but instead of it saying R8 and V10, it says TT. And it only revs to 6,500 RPM instead of about 8,500. So there are some trickle-down things. That's the good thing. If you want like a bargain sports car and something that is extremely practical, you can throw winter tires on and use the Quattro to its fullest capabilities in the winter time, then I think this is a good call. Now, VR6 reliability, so-so. That being said, I'm telling you right now, throw all of that out the window. The VR6, in every configuration and model that it's been stuck in that I've personally driven, it's been awesome. I absolutely love the engine. I think they make great power, they make great torque. Most importantly, they make a wonderful sound.
I'm the corporate events manager up at Area 27. I started there about a year ago, but I had my car probably 6 months before, and I'm pretty sure I got the job based off of the fact that I had a pretty decent vehicle and I seemed like I was interested in them. I bought my Audi TT because simply it was one of my dream cars, and it seemed like a cool thing to do, is just buy the car that you want rather than a car that you kind of is a practical daily driver as your first vehicle. I think the body styling, just in general, it's pretty compact, it's sporty, but it also fits for adults if you really need to, so it seemed practical for me. And it's an all-wheel drive. So originally when I bought the car, my car said Illest, Never Give Up, had a I Heart Canucks license plate cover. It said over 17 different things. So I ended up leaving a star sticker and then 2 lightning bolts on the back. He was pretty upset when I went back to him to get my, my rotors and my other key fob because I took it off immediately. We're talking like a week later. So his response was it just too flashy for you? And I didn't really have a proper response to tell him that I didn't really like it. So I just said, yeah, it was way too flashy for the Okanagan. And I think totally what I've been doing is more aesthetic changes. So I got like the carbon fiber mirrors. Probably won't touch the engine for a while just because once you start, it's hard to stop. So I think the body kit and just maybe upgrading some of the carbon fiber elements probably is the way I'm gonna go. So just in general, I think it's a really good car, especially because it's all-wheel drive. The Quattro system is really great. Mine is a daily driver year-round. I bought it because I can go in snow. It's a bit of a snow plow because of the body kit on it, but in general, they're awesome cars. They're really reliable. They're not too bad on gas either. It's just a fun car to drive, and especially year-round is not bad. I'm not sure the body kit. Well, the exhaust is definitely Meister shaft. So he definitely, the person I bought it off of did it as an aftermarket item through a friend.
Honestly, I've never been too much of a fan of the TT, and that all stems from when I first started getting into cars, the first gen TT was fresh on the market. And I think we can all agree that the first gen TT is an ugly car. That is not a good looking car. This one does have an aftermarket exhaust on it. It sounds amazing. It sounds really good. It's got some crackles and stuff occasionally. And it sounds more like a traditional V6 than it does actually a VR6. Now, I don't know if Audi does that on purpose or if that is the manufacturer of the exhaust. But yeah, it's quiet and it has AC, which is nice because I was on the track earlier today in my MR2, which does not have AC. Yeah, there's some crackles there. Even down at like 4,000 RPM. So this is a 3.2 liter VR6 engine. It makes 250 horsepower from the factory. Produces a great sound. Now, do you want more than 250 horsepower? In 2008, maybe you would have said no. Maybe. But now in 2018, I say yes. I say this car deserves another 50 horsepower. I think this at STI level power numbers, right around 300, just above, would be great. The dual clutch can handle it. I think the looks of the car warrant an extra 50 horsepower. Let me know if you agree. And Quattro, you know, in the snow and stuff to help you get unstuck and just, you know, overall driving fun. It does also have a pretty sick body kit on it. I don't know who makes this body kit, but it does look pretty cool. It is very much a shouty car. Yes, it is white, so it's not like yellow or red or something, but the ground effects, the body kit, just, yeah. It's a very shouty car. I mean, I say it needs another 50 horsepower. It doesn't need another 50 horsepower. I would like it to have another 50 horsepower. For this size of a car, it's very small and it's very short. So it feels a little bit quicker than it actually is. You don't see a big, massive hood in front of you that doesn't move, right? All you see ahead of you is moving ground at a very rapid pace, if you choose to do that. So in effect, you know, the surrounding car makes it feel like you're going a lot faster than you actually are. But even still, power is a very much a subjective thing. If you don't need that power, then you don't need it. And I think Mykaela is very happy with her car the way it is, and I do not blame her. I've got to say though, if you are going to get a TT, definitely get one of the years where they, in fact, did have the dual clutch, because anything older than this has a less than desirable transmission attached to it, and it's just not. Once you drive an Audi dual clutch, you will realize, even this one that's 10 years old, like, and I mean, we just put out a comparison video with a C7 Z06 and a Z51 Stingray Corvette, and the C7 Z06, the auto transmission in that car is absolute garbage in manual mode. So it's kind of refreshing to get in a car that's, you know, that was not half the price, but less money from the factory, and that's actually 10 years older, with a nicer transmission, a way better transmission, okay?
Before Academy 27, just Area 27 in general, I didn't have any formal driving experience whatsoever. Now, technically, I guess I could go apply for my race license. Not like I'm going to do that anytime soon. I didn't really struggle with anything because I'm a really great driver. No, pretty much I didn't really understand a lot of just like understanding the apex, entering, exiting corner. I think a lot of that you kind of get into the, it's a misconception what you originally think, where you're supposed to be entering and exiting. And I think just having the basic understanding of what to do when you enter a corner, just your entry speed, your braking zone, that kind of understanding goes a long way. 250 horsepower is a decent amount when you're starting on track. I thought it was fine for me, just as a learner. Like I'm not out there to full throttle as much as possible. So 250 horsepower is a pretty decent to start with, especially when you're working on handling and actually learning the corners and that kind of thing. Learning the circuit for 250 horsepower is pretty decent. I mean, Area 27 is a great place to get out and just enjoy your vehicle. Doesn't matter what kind necessarily, whether it's your daily driver, whether you bought an exotic car and you want to learn how to drive it better. It's a phenomenal circuit, world class. The fact that it was designed also by Jacques Villeneuve and our president, Bill Drossas. They all brought their own unique elements to the actual circuit as well as the natural elements. It's an awesome circuit just to test out. We do have some public track days that are kind of neat to get out to. And Academy 27 is an awesome ASN approved driving school, so you can get your race license after. It's definitely an awesome experience, the 2.5-day course. Even if you're an entry-level driver or if you're just looking to gain more experience, it's an awesome experience.
Almost hit 7,000 RPM. Oh, that's some good fun. The sound is what does it. It needs an exhaust. And Mykaela did say it is a little bit droney at highway speeds. Yes, you can live with that. It's fine. Instant throttle response though. That's the one good thing about having an NA VR6. And if you go to turbo with VR6, they're great and you can get them to spool up very quickly. And, you know, wastegate sounds and open wastegates, the options are endless in the aftermarket, but there's something about keeping an NA VR6. You really keep the spirit of the engine. Not that VWs or Audi products generally have much spirit to them. Shots fired. But, I don't know, something about an NA VR6 just, it reminds me of, not even motorsport necessarily, but it reminds me of a simpler time now. All cars are turbocharged now. So it is refreshing to get into a car that is still respectably quick and has its own merits. Great steering inputs in here as well. The car doesn't feel very heavy at all either, which is good. It does have all-wheel drive. Quattro does add, obviously, a little bit of weight, but it being a very small car, you make that up. It's a great package. I say definitely look into this generation TT. I wouldn't even think about a first gen. That's garbage. Oh, hey, look, it's downshifting for me because we're in sport mode. Smart transmission. Kick down was pretty right on the money. And it shifts at redline, if not like 50 RPMs after. That's cool. What a trip though. Would I buy an Audi TT? No, but that's you know, that's completely subjective. The styling on this generation is much better. I think they look pretty good. But that being said, I think there are other all-wheel drive cars that you can get now, probably a lot more money, albeit, that I'd rather have than this. Anyways, you guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video with Mykaela's Audi TT. You guys should definitely check out Academy 27 and Area 27, the local racetrack up here in the Okanagan near Soyuz, British Columbia. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit us up on Instagram. Mykaela's Instagram will be in the description as well. All right, you guys, see you next time.